Well, yeah, I'm glad to see it renewed because, you know, if not, if they had left it like it was, it would have been nothing but just everything fell down on the street, you know, because all the window panes were busted out and tree limbs had fell on top of the front porch, and it was just rotting away, you know. I was glad to see it renewed, at least to be a small sign, you know, of what it used to be, you know. People can remember, you know. And I always come here, every time I come in on furlough, that's the first place I come. The first day after I get in, I'm over here, roaming through the streets and all.
What is it about Glencoe?
It's just a place, I don't know, a place where a man's born and raised, it just never gets away from it. I notice down. Well, they say that was the regular old life. See, the children, they all, you know, sat out in the yard. Like myself, I sat out in the yard. My mother would get me ready when I was a little boy. And then wait till my father, you know, come out of work. When the whistle blowed, you know it was a time to come. 3 o'clock, he was on the first shift. So we would run down the street to meet your father, you know. And your father would always be begging, you know, for a nickel to buy a brand new popsicle, you know. See, they had that old store, country store, what we call. That's where we done all our shopping at. Went there to school early, and I caught the tadpole against the glass. When I did, I mashed him too hard and killed him. So we knew the teacher would get us. She knew that we was the meanest ones in class. So what we done, we had a little branch behind the school. We'd go down, we went there to try to catch another tadpole, but we couldn't find one. So the bell rang, and so we knew we got to get on in class. The principal would be coming in. So we finally caught a little small frog. We got there and we put that in that glass tank. The teacher come in, she thought the tadpole had turned overnight to a frog. And we was here, still here. They had a couple of families live on back street. 4 or 5 families, something like that. They finally got down to that way, you know. And the house is all broken down. Some of the tree limbs fell on top of the porches and all.
That was sad.